Start by subscribing to After the Sirens and leaving a comment below. Today, we're diving into medieval castle defense and how these age-old strategies can be applied to modern homesteads. Every brick, moat, and tower in a castle had a purpose. Understanding these lessons can help you create a home that is safer, more resilient, and better prepared for any threat. Medieval castles were far more than symbols of power. They were meticulously engineered defensive machines. One of the first lessons they teach us is the importance of layered defense. Castles were rarely just a single wall. Instead, they relied on multiple barriers. A modern homesteader can apply this principle by designing a perimeter fence, followed by a secondary barrier like a hedge, berm, or secondary fencing. Adding controlled access points, such as gates reinforced with locks and surveillance, mirrors the medieval drawbridge, which allowed defenders to control entry while keeping attackers at a distance. Another critical element of castle defense is visibility. Castles were designed with elevated towers to provide wide sightlines over the surrounding landscape. For homesteaders, surveillance is just as essential. Installing lookout points or strategically placing motion sensor cameras ensures you see potential threats before they reach your main dwelling. The goal is to anticipate intrusion and respond effectively, just as a castle guard would have used towers and arrow slits to spot enemies from miles away. Moats and ditches, often overlooked as purely ornamental in modern thought, were functional defensive tools that slowed attackers and restricted direct access to the walls. Translating this to a homestead doesn't mean digging a trench filled with water, but it could involve creating natural obstacles such as rock walls, thorny hedges, or strategically placed landscaping that slows movement and directs potential intruders into monitored areas. The key is using physical deterrents that channel or delay movement, giving you time to react. Castles also emphasized strong entry points. Gatehouses, reinforced doors, and multiple portcullises made forced entry extremely difficult. Modern homesteaders can, take a page from this playbook by reinforcing doors and windows using layered locks and creating zones within the property that require multiple security measures to access. For example, a homestead might include a reinforced main house, a secured storage shed for supplies, and a fenced livestock area, each separated by controlled access points, mimicking the inner wards of a castle. Defense was not solely physical. Medieval castles incorporated early warning systems like alarm bells, lookout signals, and messengers to communicate imminent threats. Today, this can translate to security systems, alarms, and even well-trained pets. Ensuring that you have multiple ways to detect and communicate potential threats allows a small team or a family to respond efficiently to dangers, much like medieval guards coordinating a defense. Psychological deterrence was another important aspect of castle defense. A castle's sheer size and imposing walls served as a warning to would-be attackers. Similarly, a homestead can convey security through visible deterrents. Strong fencing, warning signs, and exterior lighting make it clear that entry will not be easy. Even simple actions like maintaining clear sight lines and removing hiding spots near your home can amplify the perception of vigilance. Castles also relied on contingency planning. They stored food, water, and weapons within their walls to withstand prolonged sieges. Homesteaders can adopt this principle by maintaining emergency supplies, backup power sources, and self-sufficient systems to ensure resilience in the face of disruption. The lesson is clear. Security is not only about preventing intrusion, but also about sustaining life if an intrusion or disaster occurs. Finally, medieval castles teach us the value of adaptability. Defensive structures evolve continuously in response to new weapons, siege tactics, and environmental challenges. Modern homesteaders can apply this by regularly reassessing security measures, staying informed about potential threats, and upgrading defenses as needed. A homestead should be a living system of protection, capable of adjusting to circumstances rather than remaining static. In conclusion, the principles of medieval castle defense, layered defenses, visibility, controlled access, obstacles, early warning, psychological deterrence, contingency planning, and adaptability, offer timeless guidance for anyone serious about homestead security. By studying how castles endured centuries of warfare, you can design a home that is not only secure, but resilient against a variety of threats. Subscribe to After the Sirens. Leave a comment with your thoughts on medieval fortification and share this video with fellow history enthusiasts. By applying these lessons, your homestead can achieve a level of security once reserved for kings and knights.